my head held in this position, I can see the majesty of our Russian clouds, like noble beards of God. And the sky is God's face. I never knew that God's face was so blue until this moment. Picked such a pretty day to die. I waited for you.
I know.
It has not been very easy, my friend, to stay alive and to keep myself from bleeding all over the street. I've had to keep my head held in this exact position so my neck does not disconnect from my spine. And my hand, you see, is pressed into my torso to keep my organs in. Staying alive is a very, very tricky game.
I agree with you, Marmeladov. I apologize for my tardiness. I was delayed.
Please, do not lie to a dying man. All a man wants in his last few minutes are a bit of truth to be his lantern.
I don't know if I could be such a light for you.
Raskolnokov, please, I don't have all day. I'm scheduled to die at noon. We both know why you're here.
I didn't, Marmeladov. I killed her. I killed the pawnbroker.
Well, go on. We know that's not all.
I didn't, Marmeladov. I killed her. I killed the pawnbroker. I was desperate for something. Hungry to be a man more than toyed by the Peter Petroviches of the world. A man who deserved his mother's pride. A man remembered, immortalized. I am evil, truly evil. How else could I lay violence against another human being? Not one part of me is decent. Not one part of me bears fruit. I am barren of any kindness or decency.
Blah, blah, blah. All you're talking about is you. I'm doing this. I do that. Me. You're still so selfish, Raskolnokov. Svidrigailov, come here. Help me talk some sense into this boy.
Oy vey, is Raskolnokov going off on another melodramatic rant again? Must be tea time.
How can you make light of this? I just told you what I did, why I did it. Must I explain to you how I squeezed her tighter? How my hands had never felt at home until they were around her neck? You are in the presence of true evil, and yet you make jokes!
We make jokes because you are stupid. Good, evil, listen to yourself. Your babble makes me want to shoot myself all over again. When will you learn that life is more difficult than just good and evil?
The truth resists simplicity.
The world battles against it.
You are no more evil than a child who lies about brushing his teeth. That's all you are, Raskolnokov, a liar. At least you have finally admitted to what you have done. At least you won't end up like me, with the blood and the dying. See, I knew deep down in my heart, Raskolnokov, that I was seduced by drink. My self-respect was gone, my dignity swallowed whole, my family drowning at the bottom of my beer mug. And I knew it, and I felt guilty about it. And so I drank to make my guilt deeper, and to convince myself that I was a wicked man. It took getting hit by that carrot to realize that all I had done was a wicked deed. It was my responsibility. I did not take responsibility until right now. But you, Raskolnokov, you can still take responsibility for your life.
And you can save others. Do you know why I put this bullet in my head? I did not shoot myself because I thought myself irredeemable. I did it because it was the only way to be redeemed. Your sister would hold no love for me because I was a sick, a perverted, selfish man with dark thoughts. I was rich and powerful, and those around me bent to my will. But not your sister. She rose against me like the most stubborn flower in the middle of a frost. She showed me the pointlessness of my life. Perhaps there was another way, in the end, to save myself, but I was never smart enough to see it. I did what I could to free the weak and the good. I gave money, I gave love, and I hoped I helped inspire the weak and the good to rise. The brave, strong Dunya rose against me. They must. So people like you, Raskolnokov, do not bloody their hands in the search of strength against the hopelessness of poverty and injustice.
But I still did it for me, to be a hero, don't you see? How can you both be so calm? I'm disgusted with myself.
And you think that we are not?
You are in good company. I hated myself more than anything when I was alive.
And I wish that I had had the courage to shoot myself when I think of what I did to my family. Disgust and guilt are our bread and butter, Raskolnikov. We are sinners. But that is precisely why we must love each other. Love the sinner, hate the sin. Love the sinner because he is weak. Love the sinner because, in spite of the sin, or perhaps because of it, he is good. Well, I'm afraid that my vital organs are beginning to shut down. I'm losing feeling in the lower half of my body, and I'm blind in my right eye. Soon, I will lose consciousness as well. It's the end for me.
And I wish that I wore a lighter coat. I think I am going to hell because I can feel the sweat beads dripping down my sides. But really, I should be going now. I have a very busy day of being dead.
Wait! You can't leave me! I'll be alone! I can't admit what I did to the living. You have to take me with you!
Nonsense.
You have always had the strength. She is beside you.
Raskolnikov, let my father die in peace. You have so much to tell your family.
I see it! I see it at last! They've come for me!
Is it like they say? Heaven, I mean? White and clean. I think I'd like that.
No, not at all.
What's it like?
Blue.